Greetings, this is This, and I am me, and we're down back in Scoggins. I probably shouldn't say down. I feel like we're more north than we normally are if we're normally in, like, DC. And Scoggins is in, what, like Minnesota or something? North Dakota? Somewhere like that. So, yeah. We're here, though. And we need to get to the bottom of these disappearances. The whole town depends on it, and honestly, my sanity depends on it. You know, I can't go back to being a puzzle solver that sits in my office all day unless I solve this mystery. We never solved it. Last time, it didn't get solved. So, we've got to solve it. This is just into the inn, that's just into the inn, so I think I have to use this. Because we are supposed to go to the campgrounds. Is this all mostly the same? I definitely remember the ice fishing huts, Moose Ear Diner. Was some of this stuff here? Park and gazebo? I don't know. But okay. Picturesque and historic Scoggins. The Wallows. So, things are going down. I don't know what, but things are. Oh, okay. So, kind fellow, would you like to talk to me about a disappearance? Yes? No? Maybe so? This isn't anything? It really seems like this would be something. Okay. So there's the fire pit or there's the dude. Well, let's look at the fire pit first. I don't like to talk to the people first.
That fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
Okay. I'll put that in my notebook of information.
Excuse
or
me,
my
sir. I'm looking
tape recorder,
for a
I suppose.
researcher.
You found one.
I'm Special Agent Tethers with the FBI Puzzle Research Division, Dr.
Versteckt. But that's my father's name. Call me Alfred.
Alfred!
I'm doing anthropological research here in Scoggins. I'm a student of mankind.
So, is what you're saying is you're not actually a doctor or a researcher, you're just a person that's, like, considering yourself that? Look at his motions. Okay, well, could you tell me about a missing friend?
Someone in town said your friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student, Will Medlock. Very
Will
bright young man.
Medlock.
Disappeared, when was that? 2 months ago?
2 months ago,
That
you
was
murdered
before the
your
incident
graduate
at the
student
eraser
2 months
factory.
ago and no one cared?
But no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
People here are more interested in puzzles than missing people.
Well, sometimes the two go together, you know? But at the same time, also, let's get down to why you murdered your graduate student and where you put the body. So, okay.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this missing grad student, Will?
Well, now that I think about it, I wonder if spending time in Scoggins was starting to have an effect on him.
Uh-huh.
How do you mean?
He became unfocused. Talked about nightmares and whispers. I didn't think much of it at the time.
Uh-huh.
He walked away in the middle of one of my discussions about the transformative power of myth and legend. I thought he was just bored, but I never saw him again.
So now you're like, you're adding some, like, a layer of skepticism and, like, uncredibility onto this Will character here. You're basically saying, you know, he was kind of off. He was kind of weird. So, like, it makes sense that he would have disappeared. I see what you're doing. Mastermind murderer here. Okay, researcher.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh.
Oh my, yes. The shared reality.
I mean,
made
they're
by
a rare
people and their
breed here.
folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface. Don't you get the sense that this is a town on the cusp of something big? Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles.
Well,
It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
that's a grand way to think about it all. Maybe you're right. I've seen some crazy things here,
How long
so...
have you been here in Scoggins?
Well, let's
Years,
see,
he
about
said.
15 years?
15?
I'm on my 8th government grant.
Oh my god. Okay, well, do you know anything about Isaac Daffner? I know no one cares about him anymore, but I'm still gonna
Do
ask.
you know anything about the missing factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes. Fascinating
wow.
story, that. A real
I
suburban
mean, he has been
myth
here
in the
15
making.
years.
To the people of Scoggins, he's the archetype of the martyr, the ritual sacrifice made as an attempt to assert control over capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner's not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles. The hero in a quest for truth. The wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Wise. Right.
I mean, I have a little bit of a problem with, like, one thing you said there, like, myths are real is sort of a bit of an oxymoron, if you will, sir. Just gonna point that out there. But okay, hidden people. Hidden people, hidden people,
You
hidden
must
people.
know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the hidden people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh my, yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be careful, Agent Tethers. Their devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely driven and extremely dangerous.
I think I've encountered a bit of that already, but okay. Well, thank you for the information. I'm not
Thanks for your time,
sure
Alfred.
how much
If
of
you
it
hear
will be
any more
useful,
about
but
Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me know.
I think some of it must have been useful, to a degree.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent from the FBI. He was looking for information about the hidden people and the rash of disappearances in the area, including young Wills. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bogg. Sheriff
I've
may not
already
be
talked
helpful,
to Sheriff
but he is
Bogg.
the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
What he said.
Okay, no, not Sheriff Bogg again. The local anthropologist meets Scoggins' local anthropologist, Alfred. Okay, well, we gotta go talk to Sheriff Bogg again. He was no help to us in Puzzle Agent 1, but I guess, you know, we've got no other choice. I'm getting a little Jersey here. I mean, I shouldn't say he was no help to us. He might have been helpful. He might have been helpful. I don't really remember. But I don't think he was, like, super helpful. Oh. Is he gone? Yet another disappearance? Sheriff Bogg? Hello? Knock, knock. Is Sheriff Bogg home? I brought over some hot dish
I'm
from
finally
Valdez
desperate
Inn.
enough to visit Sheriff Boggs' office, but he's already working against me. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so is he saying he's working against us already because he's not here and he's at the diner and that's inconvenient for us? Or is he saying it because he is... Oh. I just clicked.
A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite."
Yeah,
If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
I know. I was just trying to see if there's anything, like I was just clicking like this, and I guess it clicked the door. Oh. Close. So there really is nothing, though. Yeah, it's just the door or that. Okay, fine. Moose Ear Diner it is then. Yeah, is he saying it just because of that simple fact, or is he saying it because we already found out that dude is part of the Brotherhood cult thing? I feel like there definitely was a police officer, sheriff type person that was part of that, maybe? So maybe that is him? I can't remember. Okay, I mean, it says it's open. It's a good sign. Okay. We've got some gum. We've got the missing poster. And we've got a puzzle for the... This sign was being repaired.
Daryl's disappearance
The last game.
has got to be tied into all of this somehow.
Yes, Daryl, Will, Isaac. Okay. Power grid. Between the 5 generators, power all devices using every available power outlet. Generators will evenly split power if used twice. Each device must be powered exactly to their power needs. Solve it. Okay. 15, 40, 30, 45. Okay. How? How do you make something split? They were saying it'll split. Oh, just like, oh, because there's 2 spots for each one. Got it. Okay. So if we do this, it's 25 and 25. Now, can these cross over? They can. Okay. How do I undo it? Okay. So this can, one of these can go here, so that's 5, and then the other 5 will go wherever we need it later. This can go here to there, and then this is gonna go here and here, and then this one goes over here. So this is 25 and 25, so that was 25 plus 5 is 30. And then this one had 10. I mean, this one had 5 from here, so it needs 10 more. So it'll take that one. And then this one has 15. And if it has another, I don't know, if this one has 45, I mean, this one has 25, 35, 45, so this one needs 20 more. So we could do 15, 20, but then this doesn't work for this one. 15 and 15 is 30, plus another 15 is 45. Okay, so we have 5 more power than we actually need. That's correct, right? 70 plus 50, 60, 130 is what we need. And then 10, 20, 30. Oh. Did I math wrong somewhere? What have I done? Oh, wait, no. Something isn't getting used twice. No? Everything is getting used twice. I've gone too quickly. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130 is how much power we have here. 70, 85, 90, 130. Yeah, okay. So we should use everything. But I need to maybe just make one of these needs to not have a 5. Okay. How about we get rid of this and we get rid of this and this just goes here. We get rid of that. Okay, so half of this is 15 and it just goes straight there. So now I have an extra 5. And so this right now is giving us 15 plus 5 from here is giving us 20 plus 15 from there plus 5 from there. I think that's right. Now let me double check everything. So I'll work backwards. So for this one that is 15, it is just getting a supply of half of 30, which is 15. Good. This one is 40. It's getting half of 10, which is 5, plus half of 30, which is 15. So 5 plus 15 is 20. Plus, this one is half of 30, another 15. So 20 plus 15 is 35. Plus, half of this 10, which is 5, gives us 40. Looks good to me. This one, 30. We have half of 10, which is 5. We have half of 50, which is 25. 25 plus 5, 30. Perfect. And then finally, 45. We have half of 50, which is 25, plus half of 30, which is 15. 25 plus 15, 35, 40. Okay. And then plus half of 10, which is 5, 45. Okay. Submit. I'm ready. Send it off to the vegetable department. Woohoo! 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 Accepted. Yay! Puzzle Power Grid. Submit the correct answer for Power Grid. Yay! I'm a genius. Thank you. Okay. Well, now that we've got that solved, I don't even know why we needed to solve it, but we did, and so we did. Oh, God. Okay. Here we go. Okay. It looks like all the same people. I mean, I suppose we came here to talk to this dude, so we might as well talk to him.
Hello, Sheriff
Hey,
Bogg.
buddy. What's up?
Agent Heathers, what are you doing back in town? We got everything under control, and we don't need the FBI poking its...
Calm down, Sheriff. I'm just here on personal leave.
Well, I keep my eye on tourists just the same as FBI agents.
Okay. What can you tell me about gunpoint?
When I filed my report with the Bureau, I left out the part about you holding me
Oh, right.
Come on, Tethers. I don't know how you boys do things in Washington, but out here, sometimes a man's gotta do what he's gotta do, even if it means drawing a gun on a fella.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, okay. What about the Brotherhood, Sheriff Bog?
I hope you've started to take Bjorn's cult seriously. I'm convinced they're behind the disappearance of Isaac Davner.
What? That's crazy. The Brotherhood of Scoggins are valued members of this community. I'm not gonna let them be harassed by anybody, FBI or no.
Okay, so he's protecting those people, but so he said Bjorn. So is Bjorn the man that used to sit on the bench that we saw skulking away at the beginning of the game? Because I forgot that he was part of the cult, but now I'm understanding why he made himself scarce. Okay, well, Sheriff Bog, there's been a lot of missing persons. Do you know anything about any of that? It's kind of getting pretty bad.
I've heard that Isaac Davner is only one of the people to
Yeah.
go missing around Scoggins. What can you tell me about the other disappearances?
What can I tell you? Nothing.
Oh my god.
Sure, I got files on all the so-called missing persons. And I don't have to show them to any FBI man, especially one who's not here on official business.
I mean, I feel like that's probably true. Definitely true. If I'm just acting as a civilian right now in this moment. I can't really. Okay. Hidden people.
I believe the hidden people have something to do with the incident at the factory.
Oh.
Agent Heather,
Yeah.
please. Just because
Some
we
with
don't
my own
live
two
in some
eyes.
fancy city doesn't mean you can treat us like gullible yokels.
Okay, so he was just as
You've
unhelpful
been
as I knew
just
he would be.
Helpful
Oh.
as always, Sheriff Bog.
Okay.
Be a service, Agent Chathers. Enjoy your time in our town. And
I'm
behave
trying.
yourself.
I'm not trying that very hard, but
Agent Heathers.
oh, she'll tell me
We need
something.
to talk outside.
Ooh, okay. Got it.
What did you need to talk about, Mrs. Davner?
It's about Isaac. He's not back yet. He's supposed to be back.
I mean, yeah, sure. But you say he's supposed to be back. Is that just your, like, wishes and stuff? Or is that, like, you guys had a plan? And it's like, well, if you go and you sacrifice yourself in a ritual to the hidden people, they will supposedly would have returned to you by now. Is that the case or what? Also, what about the chainsaw
I
situation?
warn you, Glory, that attacking an FBI agent with a chainsaw is a federal offense.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's just, you were going to stop the Brotherhood. I couldn't let you. Isaac needed to finish his journey.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, that's troubling. But tell me more about
Why
what
are
you
you
know
worried
about
about
Isaac
Isaac
Davner.
now?
Open up a little bit.
You're
Give
the
me
one
more
who
info.
helped them take him.
You don't understand.
I
It
know.
was the only way to save him.
Why?
Save him?
Yeah, save him from what?
Isaac was troubled. The Brotherhood offered us a way to cure him.
Okay, yeah, this is some definite cult behavior. Okay, keep talking though.
How
Keep
are the
talking.
Brotherhood supposed to cure Isaac?
Some kind of spiritual thing, I guess. Neither of us really understood it, but we were desperate.
Okay. Well, that's always a good place to start. We didn't understand it at all, but we were just like, go on, go for it. I'll get the chainsaw.
Do you have any idea where the hidden people would have taken Isaac?
The hidden
Space.
people aren't real.
They are.
But I saw them taking Isaac away.
Yeah.
It's the Brotherhood. They lied.
I mean, I saw them with my own
When you
eyes.
say the Brotherhood lied.
Bjorn talked about finding peace by communing with forest spirits. I thought it was what's the word?
A metaphor?
No, a crock. But we'd try anything. And now Isaac's missing.
Oh, God. Okay.
In the lodge, I saw a photo of you and Isaac with the rest of the Brotherhood.
They said they could help us, help Isaac. But they've been taking people. They took Isaac. It's all my fault.
They took Isaac? Have you told the sheriff?
The sheriff knows. He's working with them.
See, that's what I thought. I thought he was working with them. Okay, well, thanks for the information.
Lori, I'd like to stay and talk, but...
You've got to get the missing person files.
That's actually a good idea.
I'll make sure Sheriff Boggs stays in the diner. Find out anything you can about Isaac.
I'll try, but I mean...
I finally
hadn't
got
used
some
the
help,
chainsaw on me,
more or
maybe
less, in
wouldn't have
finding
gotten here in the
Isaac
first place.
Dapper. His wife, Glory, believes that the local cult is behind all the missing person cases in Scoggins. I'm going back to the sheriff's office to find out exactly what he's hiding in his files.
Uh-oh. Who's that? What? Oh, hey! No, I just fixed that.
Mr. Scruffman, you've been there the whole time.
Okay. But can I go back in? I can't go back in anymore? Dang it. I didn't get to talk to the people inside. Like the dude that was rocking back and forth. I didn't get to talk to him. Well, I can talk to this dude.
That conversation between Glory and me was strictly confidential, you know.
Could he really hear it over all that banging? It's
I know
fine.
you'd like Isaac out of the way, but I'm going to find him.
If you say so.
What's wrong with this dude? He's not part of the cult or anything. He's fine, isn't he? Is he part of the cult? I don't remember, but I don't think so. Okay, fine. We'll go to the other place. We're going back to the sheriff's station while we've got the chance. Blah, 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 blah. I see gum. I see 2 pieces of gum. Can I get the gum? Break the window. Like, how are you going to get in there,
The
dude?
station is locked tight. It looks like the sheriff's interest in puzzles extends to office security.
Oh, really? It does? How? Where? Where's the puzzle? Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Just click on the door, get the puzzle. Sheriff's door. With 1 cut, remove all the obstructions to break down the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office door. Okay. With 1 cut. With 1 cut? Okay. Sure. Easy. Yeah. So if we do something like this, that's missing the one over there. If we do something like this, that's missing the one down there. Can you tell me again? What do I have to do? With 1 cut, remove all the obstructions. I have to remove everything. It's all a problem, and I have to cut it all away. But some of the things, it's kind of like this chain here, I don't have to cut through this piece and this piece. Because it wraps around, right? So I only have to cut through one of these. Same with like this one. It goes doop, like that. So I only have to cut through it in 1 spot. Right? Okay, so all of the boards must be cut. And here's the thing. This board proves that like we have to connect something with one of these dots. Because like if I go from here, I mean I guess I could go here to here. But that's obviously not going to get this one over here. But like that would cut the board, but then anything else like here to any of these, it's not going to cut that furthest board. And then the other board we have here is this one. This one we have to use this. Unless there's a chance we could do like this. But once again, that doesn't help with the other spot. So, I think we use this one. that's not gonna reach there. How do we get that one? We have to go up high to get that one. How in the world do you do this with one cut? Because it seems like... Okay, wait. Maybe we go like... Maybe we go... Maybe like here to... No. Maybe we go... Here. Here. There. Like, I literally have to come from this one to get this little board. I could go from this one, but not if I go down here. It has to go to this one. But that just seems so not gonna work at the end of the day. Because I don't think that is gonna count for that one. So this one is so high up. And then plus there's still all this down here. Or do they not mean just like oh, okay, yeah, no. There really is only one allowed. One slice. Okay, but it could be literally anywhere. That's pretty promising. Except we miss out on this chain. Like, this is even better. So, look at all the light colored boards. That one we got, that one we got, that one we got, that one we got. Now look at all the dark colored boards. That one we got, that one we got, and that one we got. That's all of the boards, right? Now if you look at the chains, that one we got, and that one we got. That one we got. This big one we got. This one we got. It's just this. That's the only thing we didn't get. And it seems so impossible to have to be able to get this little board and this chain. This little board seems like it's not even blocking the door. But first of all, this is what the outside of the sheriff's door looks like. Does he have another entrance that he uses? Does he crawl through the window or something normally? Or he puts this up every time he leaves the office? Okay. So besides this little board, that's... Oh, like this, it makes so much sense. If I try to go from like here to here... If I try to go from here to here... You see, none of these are as good. If I try to go from here to here... If I try to go from here to here... If I try to go from here to here... If I tried to go from here to here... That, like, counts for this one. But it certainly doesn't count for this one down here, and so even if we shift it to being like that, it's not helping anything either. And if we pretend that that counts for that, it doesn't count for either of these. So... Can you go sideways around the perimeter? I just don't see it. This is perfect. Besides that chain. But like once the board is cut away, the chain is not holding anything anymore. Like this chain has to be cut through. And this chain has to be cut through. But like this chain, like if you cut the board, you could just move the chain. So does that count? Is that part of the trick? I'll just submit it. I don't want to take too long on any of the puzzles. And like I said, I would rather have a chance at getting it right the first time than defaultly use a hint, you know? So I'd rather literally spend the taxpayer dollars to submit it and get it wrong and then use another hint or use a hint than check my answer before I submit it. So I'll go with this. We'll try it. It seems like the only thing that's going to get rid of that board Well, that's going to get rid of all of the boards, honestly. And it's getting rid of everything except for the one thing. And this is fine. It's fine. You don't have to get that other chain. Logic dictates that you don't have to get that other chain. It's going to reject it. Oh, yes! Okay, puzzle sheriff's door. And keep Scoggins beautiful. Find at least 25 pieces of gum. I don't know why they're giving me that now, because I thought I got that last time, but whatever. Yay! I did it. And is it explaining about the chain? The chains won't block the door. Yeah, okay. Well, some of them will. The chains on the door are dependent on the wood planks and won't hold if the planks are removed. I mean, some of them. But not all of them, right? Some of them went from one side of the doorframe to the other. But okay, you know, the general gist, yeah, we got it.
Now to find those missing persons files.
Now to find those missing persons files. In the file cabinet. There's nothing else around here. Okay. Sheriff's office. Help Nelson get to the other side of the room unseen. Drag the office furniture around to block the light sources and create a safe path for Nelson to walk through. Oh, this is fun. Okay. So this is the door. We got to get to the file cabinet. That's what you're telling me? And then this is area of light, and area of light. Okay. So, if we just move the chair there, blocks that light. If we move the plant, you can't move the plant. Okay. If we move this up, we move this here so that we can move that up for a moment. But so the plant and the TV, those are immovable objects. You can only move the 3 big pieces of furniture. Okay, okay. Then maybe I actually want to move this over first so that I can get this up and out of here. Because I want to move the chair. The chair is going to be blocking my path. Because, yeah, I think this needs to go over here. Oh, wait, but the plant is there. So that can't go there, Okay. But I mean, what else is there that I can even do if we don't do all of that like that? Oh, we put this over this way. Okay, there we go. That blocks that bottom window. And then this can block that window, and then this can block that window. And now he has a path, right? He can just waltz right on through. Submit. Okay, that was scary. Yay! Goodness. Submissions processed 1. Case status accepted. Okay, thank you very much. Now, what are these files stating? You know, let's get to the bulk of the matter here. What have we got in these files?
Hello, Agent Tethers.
Well, how did
Right,
Glory?
Sheriff Bog, how long have you been standing?
Randall Scruffman told me you might be paying my office a visit.
Randall Scruffman.
I'm sorry. It's just I really needed to see how bad this missing
He
person
told
problem
on me.
is.
Everything I got about missing people is in those files.
Thanks.
Let me guess, I have to unscramble them or something. So he knows that he's...
I wonder if the rest of the Scoggins police force is as competent as Sheriff Bog.
So he knows that in reality, he, Goddard did. He moved all of the important, incriminating files somewhere else already. Is that the case? He knows that he doesn't report properly anyway. Is that the case? Okay, I'll talk to
Did
him.
Glory Davner ever tell you she suspected the Brotherhood of being involved in the disappearances?
Glory's a confused young lady. The Brotherhood helps people, whether it's with personal troubles or with what the fancy doctors call an addiction to puzzles.
She told me that you're working with the Brotherhood.
Rumors. Unprovable rumors. Just find what you need in those files and then be on your way.
I mean, we know you're at the very least protecting them. You said so yourself. Okay,
With
I'll
all
be on
due
my
respect,
way.
Sheriff,
Oh.
these files aren't exactly comprehensive. There are no dates.
What's in the files is everything I got, Tethers.
Okay, missing persons. Discovered the secret message by placing the names of Scoggins' missing residents. In the order they disappeared, starting from the first to go missing. Okay. Wasn't this one we were prompted to do before? Notes on missing persons in Scoggins, Minnesota. Isaac was the last to be kidnapped before Daryl, who was kidnapped last. Okay. Daryl is the newest of missing persons. Haldor and Will were kidnapped before Ted. Ted was not kidnapped fourth. Will was not kidnapped first. So we have Isaac, Daryl, Haldor, Will, Ted. 5 people. Ted was not fourth. Of course he wasn't, because Isaac was fourth. Daryl was 5th. Isaac was 4th. Haldor and Will were both before Ted. So Ted was not number 1. And Ted can't be number 2 because there was 2 people before him. So Ted was number 3. And then Haldor and Will were 1 and 2. Will being number 2 because he can't be number 1. You're welcome. Okay. Who is this person? Okay, whatever. So Isaac Davner is last on the list. And Daryl, second to last on the list. And Daryl is right before him. Because Daryl is the newest kidnapper. And then Ted was here. And then I don't remember this name. So there are 6 people. Oh. Haldor and Will were kidnapped before Ted. And Ted was not kidnapped 4th. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 is where he would be when I thought that there were only... I was making this list to be 5. So he would be the 3rd one. But now he's in spot 4. So he can't be in 4, so he's there. So that means this person, Barney, is there. And then Will is here. And Haldor is here. Will is not first. Haldor and Will are before Ted. Ted is not 4th. Isaac is before Daryl, who is last. Okay. And so is this the thing? Teeter-daughter? 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 Submit. I know that's right. Ding. So what sort of important information did we get from that? Perfect once again. Okay.
Aha. It spells a name? Teeter-daughter.
Did you say teeter-daughter?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's probably Melkorka teeter-daughter. And she's a strange one. Keeps to herself. Nobody in town really knows her.
Is she one of the missing people?
Missing? Nah, I can't say anyone would miss her.
Okay,
She lives
rude.
in the old Teeterson house over on the west
That
side
makes
of
sense.
town.
It checks out.
Where Valda's in.
Then I'd better find out what she knows about all these disappearances.
Okay, teeter-daughter, sure.
Get my furniture back in order and fix the lock on your way out, Tethers.
Oh. Note decoder. Decode the mysterious note. Okay. Well, let me talk to you one more time.
This woman, Melkorka Teeter-daughter.
Melkorka.
It's like I said, she lives on the west side of town near Valda's. Any more than that, you'll have to find out from her directly.
Okay. Melkorka Teeter-daughter. Yeah, I'd like to go. I'd like to... Korka's house. Sure. I guess why wouldn't we go back this way? A new place! Hello, Mrs. Teeter-daughter. Miss Teeter-daughter. This is a cute house. I like it a lot. So we can look at the eraser factory in the distance, or we can click on the house. Okay. So there's smoke coming out of it. That's suspicious.
At least the eraser factory's up
Oh wait,
and
no, because
running
it's up
again.
and running. Yes, yes.
Scoggins' only exports are erasers and weirdness.
Okay. You're not wrong. Hello, Melkorka.
Assuming Sheriff Bog wasn't sending me on another wild goose chase, I've arrived at the house of the mysterious Melkorka. I'm still not sure how she ties into the disappearances, but she's the only lead I've got. According to the sheriff's description, she sounds like a recluse. Probably the town's resident gossipy spinster.
Maybe she's actually normal. Oh my.
Good evening, Agent Tethers. I see you found my note.
Oh, wait, she left that note?
Quickly, come inside before they see us.
Agent Tethers, keep it together. Don't get murdered by this woman. Whoa.
I see you're a puzzle fan, Ms. Teeterdaughter.
I dabble. Keeps the brain sharp. And my friends call me Korka. I would hope you're a friend, Agent Tethers.
We just met. So, no.
Can I get you a drink? Or a crossword?
No.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Yes, exactly. Good job. So, I was right in thinking that she's not like a typical Scoggins resident. But I suppose I wouldn't exactly say that she's normal.
Odd place for a puzzle.
Oh! Digits in space. What are the next 2 digits in this sequence? Another sequence puzzle. Okay. 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6. Okay, so we went from 3 to 4, from 4 to 5, and then from 5 to 2. We went from 1 to 1, and then 1 to 9, and then 9 to 6. Okay. We went up 10. 31 to 41 is up 10. Then we went up 18. And then we went down a lot. I don't want to do the math. Okay. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. But 5 plus 9 is 14. Huh. And 14, you could do like 1 plus 4, that would be 5 again. Okay. 3 times 3 divided by 3. Okay. How do you get from 59 to 26? A 5 upside down is a 2, and a 9 upside down is a 6. Kind of. 59, 26. So 26, 36, 46, 56. So 33. So 59 minus 33 gives you 26. How is that relevant? 3 times 2 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 2 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Minus 2 is... No. Okay. Digits in space. What does that have to do with anything? Digits in space. Oh, no. What is what I want to click on? What are the next 2 digits in this sequence? Okay. The next 2 digits in this sequence. By 2, you just mean 2 digits, right? Can't put any more than 2. Okay. Wait. Are these even 1s or are these 7s? I can't actually tell. What if that's a really weird 7? If it's a 7, then you would do 3 plus 1 is, 3 plus 7 is 10. Minus 6 is 4. 4 plus 1 is... 4 plus 7 is 11. Minus 6 is 5. And so then 5 plus 9 is 14. Minus 6 is 8. Not 2. Okay. Last time, the picture in the background gave us a hint that we should think about it like a clock. But the picture in the background doesn't... I'm not getting anything from it. Is there some space relevant numbers? There are stars. And there's like this explosion of color. Red, purple, and white. You can count the lines, like right here, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sort of dashes, and this is a 9. But like there aren't any countable dashes over here for the 3. There's countable dashes down here, but like what do they mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe? Or do you also count these ones? I don't know. Space. Digits in space. It's making me think that they want me to think about the numbers relative to one another on the actual canvas. I don't know what we'd call this. You know, it's less about adding or subtracting or multiplying or dividing or anything like that, and it's more about where they are relative to one another. So we went 3, 4, 5, 2, and then it went 1, 1, 9, 6. Like I'm not very good at sequence puzzles. So this is 10. This is 18. This is 33. The difference between 10 and 18 is 8. The difference between 18 and 33 is 15. The difference between 8 and 15 is 7. What does that tell us? I have no clue. I have no clue. I think I'm going to need a hint. I don't even have something to put in as a guess. I think I'm going to need a hint. I'm a loser. I can notice sequence puzzles sometimes if it's like one of the patterns that I'm familiar with, but I haven't done enough of these types of puzzles to know like all of the different ways in which they can be thought about. So I have trouble thinking of things besides adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, placement, things like that. Like I'm noticing, yes, if you flip this upside down, you flip this upside down but also like rotate it, like then it becomes this, but that's not the case with these numbers. And I'm pretty sure this is a 1 because like it looks like that, and you know, see how the 9 is drawn like that, and then the 9 is drawn like that. So like I think these are 1s, but I'm thinking about things like that, you know, using the numbers together, using the numbers like this, you know, rotating them, stuff like that. But I don't know. So okay, I have 36 hints, so fine, I'll use 1. The numbers can't be used to derive the next number in the sequence. What do these numbers as a whole refer to? I don't know. It's some space term, isn't it? I don't know. SPACE. There aren't 59 letters in the alphabet, so it's not referring to letters necessarily. Digits in space. But yeah, maybe like we have to figure out what would represent an E. Oh, wait, maybe it's like spelling something like B-I or an E and an I. If you look at the numbers backwards, like see the 9 looks like a G, this looks like an S, or else this looks like an S, and a 4 looks like a P. Okay, like they could be coordinates or something. How am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know that? I think I need another hint. So the numbers in relation to one another doesn't mean anything. So all of that work I was thinking about earlier means nothing. The numbers are representing something else. They could be representing coordinates. They could be representing a notable number of some kind. They could be representing the positioning of letters or something else. You know, like something that there's 59 or say 60 of. And so this is like the second to last of whatever that is. 31, 41, 59, 26. 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6. 3.141592 Oh my god, if only I had said it out loud. So it's pi, but here's the problem. I don't know that many digits of pi. 3.1415926 I want to say. But then what would come after that? I don't know. There's 2 more digits. 3.1415926 3 0. I honestly don't know. Most people know 3.14 is what like everyone should know if you went to school. 3.14. Then there's like 3.14159. That's pretty standard as well. 3.1415926 is like, okay, I know a couple, you know, like quite a few of the digits of pi, not considering all the digits of pi, but I'm just saying, like most people don't know out that far, I wouldn't say, but I could know that far, but then the 2 after that? 3-0. I'm going with 3-0. Let's just submit it. I at least realized that it was pi after reading it out loud. Okay. Give me another hint. The answer is part of a really big number. I know. Trust me. I know. 3.1415926. It's definitely not 7, right? That sounds so weird. Give me another hint. So yes, more. Because that was the old hint. Well, the answer is mathematical. The numbers represent a math constant. I know. Give me another hint. Otherwise, I'm just guessing. Imagine a decimal point after the 3. Oh, blah, 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 blah. But what if you just don't? I'm supposed to look it up? Or do I use the taxpayers' dollars? 3.141592632. Maybe? How about 32? Dang it. I know. 3.1415926 34. 3.141592632. It sounds natural to me, but 3.1415926 I mean, there's something you could do, right, to find pi. You divide something by something, and it never ends, and so you could get pi. But I don't remember what it is. I mean, I guess I could look that up so that I'm still technically finding the answer on my own. There are so many combinations, I'm going to be stuck here forever, and there's going to be even more combinations if I'm wrong about it being a 3. I'm going to at least look up how to find, if it's an equation that's easy and then I remember how to do, like if it's just a division thing or something, then I'll do it. Okay, I tried to look it up real quick and it was getting just that was not what I was looking for. They're like talking about the logistics of like, well, how do we know it's accurate, what people have been calculating pi with for all this computer stuff, and I'm like, that's not what I was asking. And then there's another one that's like, oh well, yeah, you can do it this way and it gives you the sequence and it's narrowing down in on the number. That's not what I wanted, and I'm too, I'm trying to play a game right now, so I'm not going to go dig into all of that right now. I'm just going to look up the answer, guys. Pi. 3.141592653. I knew there was a 3, but it was 53. 53. This is so, like, I feel like this is something that they just want you to look up the answer to. Like, the number of people that know pi to this many digits just seems like it's just a personal choice as to whether you wanted to memorize this many digits out of pi. It's not really a normal thing to have in your puzzle solving wheelhouse. Even if you're good at math, which I am good at math, and I didn't know that many digits of pi. So it seems like it's just like recognize that it's pi, but then look up the answer. Okay, submit. And yeah, we saved ourselves a couple of taxpayer dollars there, I guess, but maybe no more puzzles like that. Like, the annoying thing about that puzzle is that it wasn't something that I... Oh. Will they tell me anything more about, like... The puzzle presented the first 8 non-rounded digits of pi. The next 2 are 5, 3. Yeah, I mean, but... Okay, yeah. Like, there was no way for me to figure out the answer. There was a way for me to notice that it was pi on my own. Like, I could have just figured that out on my own. But whether you know the digits of pi to that point or not is not something that you can figure out through the game and through looking at the clues, you know, of the puzzle. It's just a piece of information that you need to know, or that you need to know how to calculate. So I didn't like that aspect of the puzzle. It just basically seemed like, can you notice that it's pi? So yeah, but that's fine. I'm sure there won't be too many more like that, hopefully. Okay, so there's a puzzle there. I'm trying to click on the blank space. There's some things to inspect. There's the woman to talk to. Okay. Well, I don't want to end on such a negative puzzle, so can I just do one more real quick and it'll be easier? And then we'll end the episode. Coins in a box. In the first box is a penny. The second box is a dime. And the third box is a penny and a dime. What coin goes in the fourth box? Another sequence. Okay. First box is a penny. Second box is a dime. Third is a penny and a dime. So this is 1. This is 10. This is 1, 1. So it's like 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. Multiply by 10. Multiply by 10. No. Add 10. I mean, you're not adding 10, you're adding 9. Multiply by 10. Multiply by 10. But 10 times 10 is 100. It's not 110. Okay. 1, 10, 11. Okay. I feel like shouldn't it be like this is 1 and then this is 1, 0 and this is 1, 1, 0. And so then this is 1. Is it 1, 1, 1, 0 or is it 1, 1, 0, 0? That's my question. I mean, some of those we couldn't even do, I guess, because you can't put anything more than 1 coin in the box. Oh, wow. Okay. So you have a 1, you have a 5. Well, I guess it would be a 0, 5. You have 1, 0. You have 2, 5. Or you have 1, 0, 0, I guess is what you'd call it, right? Oh, goodness. Maybe it's like, okay, so a penny is 1. And 1 times 10 is a dime, which is 10. And then the dime is 10 times 11 is 110. Which is what that looks like, the 1 and the 10. And so then you have to do 110 times 12. Which would be 1,320. Which looks like none of that. Honestly. Okay. It's weird that there are 2 coins in this box, but I'm only allowed to click on 1 coin. So it has to only be 1 coin. So is it not money value related? It also could be size related. Because the dime is the smallest So maybe like the dime is number 1. But they're going in value. Like they've laid them out here in terms of value. Does that have a significance to it? I feel like it's value related. Is it not? You'd add 9. But then you would only add 1. And so then how do you know what you do for this one? They don't give you enough information. You can multiply by 10, like I said, but then you can't multiply by 10 to get to that. Like, whether we think of this as 110 or 11, that changes things. It's either 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. In which case we added a 1. And so you would think, okay, 1 to 1, 0. No, you add a 0. Oh, okay, wait. I wish I had paper. I do have paper, but it's not, it's buried. Okay, I got it. So you have 1, and then you have 1, 0, and then you have 1, 1, 0, or 1, 1, 0, and then 11. But if we go with the first one, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, then it's like to get from 1 to 1, 0, a 0 was added, like visually. And then to get from 1, 0 to 1, 1, 0, a 1 was added. So then for the next part, we have to add a 2. And when we add the 2, we added the first one on the right side, and then the next time we added it on the left side, so we add this one on the right side, so it's 1102, which is none of those coins. So that was really helpful. Okay, never mind. Well, let's think about it a different way then. How about you added a 0, then you added a 1. Okay, think of there as being a first column and a second column. So the penny, that's a 0, 1. First column is 0, second column is 1. The dime, first column is 1, second column is 0. And then the last box, first column is 1, second column is 1, because we're calling that 11, okay? So the first column goes from 0 to 1 to 1. The second column goes from 1 to 0 to 1. So 1, 0, 1, 0. So we can assume that the second column goes back to being 0. 1, 0, 1, 0. So it would have to be the dime again, I guess. And then the other column goes from 0, 1, 1. And so maybe if the pattern repeats, it would be a 0 again. So the answer is 0, 0. The answer is nothing. You can't submit nothing, though, because the submit button doesn't come up unless you click on one of the coins. Okay. Is the gold one not $1? It's $1, right? It's not a $50. And it's not a $2. But if it were a $2, that still wouldn't be helpful, because if we're going by cents amount, I still have too many decimal places. Like there's too many digits. The only way it would be helpful is if this was a $50, which it might, but I thought $50 were much larger and they're silver. Yeah, this is $1. I know it is. So that's 100 though, which is not helpful. I don't know. I didn't want to stop on a bad puzzle, and now I'm stuck again, and I'm just getting frustrated. So, ding. Wow, cool. So glad I got it right. I mean, it was the only other coin that had 1s and 0s, and everything was 1s and 0s. But can you explain to me why that was right? I'm so glad that I got to move my performance back up a little bit after the last failure, but coin value represents successive binary numbers. The penny is binary. You see, this is crazy. Like, how I learned about binary numbers, like the number counting system, you put a 1 in the first, like the most right column goes from a 1, and then the column next to it has a 1. Like, that's a bigger number. Because binary is just 1s and 0s. And so then the first column is free to have a 1 in it again. So it's 0, 1, 1. And then I was almost there if I just assumed everything had 3, 3 spaces rather than 2. But yeah, and so then in the biggest one, the 1 is in the final column. But like, I feel like normal people don't know this stuff. Like, and there was no way I was going to remember that. But I do know it, like, I do remember it, and I have learned it before. But, like, most people haven't learned that. Even most people that like puzzles. Like, a lot of people like crossword puzzles, word puzzles. There's been mazes in this, all that kind of stuff. Who knows binary? Besides, like, coding people, I feel like would know it most, like, regularly. But otherwise, you know it from a random reason. You don't know it because it's normal things to know. These puzzles are getting a little bit, like...
Done.
Niche.
That wasn't so bad.
I feel like they're getting too niche, guys. Like, I would... if that puzzle solution was presented to me, and they're like, yeah, it's just binary, I'd be like, are you kidding? If I had never learned binary, I'd be like, are you kidding me? How was I to ever have known that? But I have learned it, so I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I was expected to remember that, but that's still a little crazy. But no, so many people have never learned that. I would think that would be so frustrating. Okay, well, whatever, then fine. I'm sure there'll be lots of great puzzles next time, and we're going to talk to this woman. And I'm sure she's not going to try to con us or murder us. It'll be fine. Maybe we can get some information from her. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye now.